Hey guys, welcome back to ADP Art Creations. Hey Kiwan, I see you in the chat. Look, I guess everybody else is following after you, right? Okay, so the topic we're hey Jacob, hey nephew. So the topic we're going to be talking about is the question at hand is why do the sports world feel threatened by female black coaches? So I have four points that we're going to, well, actually, it's a lot of points we're going to go across. This is like a part one because you can go all day with this, but we're gonna keep the main thing, like my KSAP crew say, and we're gonna get into it. Oh yeah, Jacob, you can come up. Hold on. Let's see. Give me 1 second, Jacob. Okay, I copied it. Okay, so while we wait for Jacob to come up, let's talk about it. Before we get into, yeah, we're into the college basketball. We already watching NBA. We got the NFL going on or whatever. But before we get into our next season of WNBA, we got the lottery and all that stuff coming up. Before we get into any of that, this has to be addressed. Even though I know, like in a lot of our shows, we address it here and there, but this is something very important because now it's becoming a norm, and the numbers are decreasing. But the question goes back to why do the sports world feel so threatened by black female coaches? Okay, we're going to start off with the first question at hand is why does the presence of black female coaches still feel disruptive in many sport places, right? So we're gonna tap into that. We'll get into this article in a minute. This specific article is about the turnover with black coaches in the WNBA. But before we can get into um, any of that, let me list the reasons of why they feel threatened by black coaches in today's world. Okay, here we go. So, the presence of black female coaches often feels disruptive due to deep seated systematic barriers, the double mind of racial and gender stereotypes, and the historical dominance of white males in sports leadership. Despite high levels of representation among student athletes, particularly in basketball, where over 70% of the WNBA players and 46% of the NCAA division players are black. Black women are significantly underrepresented in head coaching roles. The disparity is reinforced by institutional cultures that often perceive black women as outsiders or limit them to such roles such as recruiting rather than full leadership positions. Let's talk about it. Um, the hiring process is often controlled by white male athlete directors who tend to hire individuals that are comfortable with creating a mostly white network that shuts out black women. Discrimination. Black women face barriers in networking and career advancement that their white and male peers do not, leading to a calculated removal from leadership. This is listen, guys. This is just real talk, coming from stats and just looking it up. This is not something I'm making up. This is not something where ADP is against any other race because I love a rainbow regardless of the fact. But this is real talk, and it's getting to the point where it's too much of what we're seeing, and it's just to me, in my opinion, I feel it's not right, and hopefully, yeah, Jacob, I dropped the link for you. So hopefully we can through this CBA and different things that we can kind of shut that down, you know what I'm saying? And start getting what is rightfully owned to the black female coaches and stuff like that for salary, and all that great stuff. When you fight together, what I say, united you stand. When you fight together, you will win. When you are so in parts, it it's not gonna have any good outcome of it. You know what I'm saying? But this right here, you can either work together or you could be on your own in these positions, and you still would face what these black women coaches have been facing, regardless of the fact, because of the society that we live in, right? Okay, so recent trend shows a reversal in hiring. For example, while half of WNBA head coaches were black in 2022, only one remained in 2025, suggesting a systematic shift away from the DEI. Ain't there something, guys? Not only do we're facing the DEI in the world with the different companies, we also are facing it more in sports, in the WNBA. And when you go from half of your head coaches being black to one that remains in 2025, that's not accidental. That's not something that just is happening in the sports world. That's real talk. Something, I smell a rat. That's what it smells like. That's what it seems like, and that's what it is. Put it like that. It's no way around it when you go from half of head coaches and then you only got one. Why? What is your reason for it? Okay, we can talk about that too. Oh, sorry, Jacob. Hey, Jacob.
Hello, Auntie. You don't have to apologize. That just when you said my name, I just joined into the back seat back. So you didn't waste anything. You're good.
Oh, okay. Then I mustn't see you when I click back over. I probably didn't see you. You just came up. You just was in
Yeah,
my thing. Oh,
yeah.
okay. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah. So this is what we talking about, Jacob. So you can chime in too on different stuff. Because I know you're really good with you're really good with all the sports. But
Thank you for the compliment, Auntie. Thank you.
yeah, and that NCAA though, you got down packed, so you might be familiar with, what I'm saying, how the black female coaches is doing for us the college world. So feel free to chime in. I'm just listing like all the facts that are going on for us the black coaches, but that was a big major shift 3 years later, where you have half of the head coaches being black females, and then you have it where you only got one remaining. That's not something that's just happening. Like, oh wow, you know what I'm saying? That's they've been. It seems like it's set up for that. It's been set up for that for some reason. Um, let's talk about the labels that black female coaches experience
What's good?
for its stereotype. Yes, Jacob.
No, I was saying what good too about she said hi, so I was just saying hi back.
Oh, okay. So okay, black female coaches. Even if you're not a black female coach, this is one of the labels, but this is tied. This is what they put tied into the black female coaches. The coaching's behavior, which are praised in male coaches, are often labeled as aggressive and competitive when displayed by black women. Also, being the only or in vast minority leads to heightened negative surveillance and gender microaggressions. Pressures to conform. To be considered for jobs, black female coaches often feel they must present a proper image that aligns with the expectations of predominantly white institutions, which can be exhausting and stifle professional growth. Let's check out the three strikes. Okay. For us, the three strikes. Here go this one. Black women navigate the intersection of race, gender, and sometimes sexuality or marital status, which can serve as a powerful silencer. Occupational segregation. They are often funneled into specific lower authority roles, of stereotype as being better suited for managing black players rather than leading entire programs. Isolation. The lack of structural diversity leads to feelings of isolation, invisibility, and significant psychological distress, which can negatively impact career longevity and physical health. I mean, the list goes on. Let's talk about a percentage. Okay, let's the NCAA. The women of color head coaches lead only 7%, of the NCAA women teams, and a mere 1% of NCAA men teams. At current rates of growth, it is estimated it will take over 140 years to reach the representation level seen before title, when over 90% of the women's collegiate sport teams are coached by women. That is crazy. That is crazy work. Hey Tulip. Oh, Kim was asked about it today. She said women understand women, so she enjoys being coached by females so far in her career. Yeah, I mean, it's getting to the point where Tula, I was talking about that big percentage where you have a 3 year, you have 2022 when half of the coaches were black, and now we're down to 1%. That's not something that's just happened. That's something they had set up and planned to do. And it's sad because um, not only do the race play a factor, it's also that women were females, so it's held against us too, right? So Jacob, far as the first question, why does the presence of black female coaches still feel disruptive in sport places? How do you feel about that? What's your opinion as far as the black female coaches being disruptive for us in the sports world?
I feel like it's not very good because all right. Let me repeat it. I feel like it's not very good because you see how many of the coaches you see in the you're talking about WNBA specifically, correct? Or are
You
you
can
talking?
it doesn't matter whichever sport you choose. It's just black female coaches period across the sports world. So
Gotcha,
if
gotcha.
you could talk about whichever sport for
Okay,
us.
okay. So like I said before, I think it's not very. I don't think it's very good because we've seen how many white coaches or male coaches do very bad and they're still coaches. Like for example, Tyler Marsh, he's been pretty
Mm-hmm.
terrible. We thought Chris Colquanis was going to be keep the job up until they fired him at last second. I feel like it's because they were pressured into firing him because of how bad he was. But
Mm-hmm.
then you have Noel Quinn, who I'm not a fan of. I'm sorry, ADP. I'm sorry, even though I troll you about
But
Noel.
yeah, yeah. Go ahead. You give your opinion, then I'll touch back on it. Go ahead. You got the floor.
But I do feel I will say this. I will say this. As much as I don't like Noel Quinn, she had her team in the playoff compared to some of the other coaches that get to keep their job, even though they've been sucking for some years.
Mm-hmm.
That's and so who it was Noel Quinn. Who are the other black coaches that got? Oh no, what's her name? Teresa Weatherspoon. She got fired after 1 year. I feel like she should have got more of a chance. That's another. Who are the other black coaches in the W that got fired? I can't. For some reason, it's not coming to my mind other than those two.
Hey Donna, what's her name? From Atlanta Dream.
Oh, Tanisha Wright, but she was terrible. She was actually terrible, so I can understand that one. But I get it.
Um, okay, it was Teaspoon, right? Um, who else did you say? Noel
Noel Quinn.
Quinn. Let's see. Teaspoon. Yeah, we got Teaspoon. Let me check. Let's see. Um, okay, let's see.
Tanisha actually underachieved as a coach. I can't lie. She had a good roster and she couldn't still make the playoff. I can't lie about that one. At least Noel Quinn actually had her team in the playoffs. I will say that. Hey Donna.
Okay, let me see. Let me see if they'll give me the number and the count. Okay, this is who we have. We have Tanisha Wright, Teresa Weatherspoon, Noel Quinn. Let's see. Because you got to remember they were saying 2022, but
Oh, you're going back to
they're
okay.
only listing the recent ones who were Tanisha Wright, Teresa Weatherspoon, Noel Quinn. Um, let's see. Let's take it to Let's take it to the 2022
Okay.
and see what they come up with. What about what about they have Vicky Johnson.
I
She was fired by the Dallas Wings in 2022. Let's see who else.
let's check.
Because for them to say that type of percentage, you got to have more than you got Vicky Johnson, Dallas Wings. They keep listing Vicky Johnson, Dallas Wings, fired at the end of 2022 season after leading Dallas to the playoffs, but being let go amid internal issues. Um, and then Tanisha Wright fired after 2024 season, despite leading them to the playoffs, as noted. Um, and then Teresa Weatherspoon, 2024 season. Let's see what else they have. While Johnson was fired in 2022, the significant trend of Black women coaches being let go, drawing major headlines, mostly occurred in the 2024 offseason and led up to the 2025 season, as highlighted in Sportsman Recorder article, this NPR News article, and the Minnesota Sportsman Recorder article. So basically, they are just mentioning those four in particular. And maybe because those four were, you know what I'm saying, like the most recent coaches. Hey, She Wiz,
What's good,
Donna.
Quinn?
Okay. Yeah, so those the ones those the ones I see, Jacob. If you see any more, you let me know. But those are the four they keep listing is Vicky Johnson, Teresa Weatherspoon, Tanisha Wright, and who am I missing?
Tanisha,
Uh,
wait. Noel, you said
Oh,
Noel?
Noel Quinn. So those four are the ones that they from recently that they said got fired. But the percentage they were talking about from 2022, that's a big percentage, and only having 1% in 2025. Okay, so guys, as we move along, so our next question is why is the confidence celebrated in some coaches but labeled aggressive and different, labeled different for Black women coaches? So let's tap into that and see what they got to say about that. Before we get into the talk about, I'm saying the WNBA for us, their layoffs um, and everything. Okay, challenges. We already did the challenges. Did we do the challenges they face? Did I do those?
I don't think you did that yet.
Okay. Okay, so let's talk about the challenges that they face, and then we'll talk about the pay. We'll talk about how does Black women leadership role challenge traditional power in sports, and how does the media play a role? This is something we can just, speak on or whatever. Because
Yeah.
now, since we got so many social media outlets, everybody got something to say. So let's get into that. The challenges that the Black female coaches face. Black female coaches face a double burden of systematic racism and sexism. So these barriers, like barriers entry, retention, and advancement within the sports industries, these challenges manifest through institutional bias, social isolation, and scrutiny that often lead to professional burnout. Okay, so the hiring advancement, Black women are dramatically unrepresented under head coaching roles. For example, during the 2021 and 22 season, they made up only 12% of head coaches in the NCAA women's basketball across all divisions. Even when hired, they often receive disaster fire jobs rather than high performing programs and are not given sufficient time to build success. And that's the same thing that happened to Teaspoon with Chicago Sky, but it was more to it with Teaspoon. Teaspoon didn't stand a chance the minute Jeff P hit that door, but That's just added, but that is a part. That's also a part of it too. So,
Yeah.
um, many Black female coaches feel they are used as diversity symbols, while their actual contributions are undervalued. They are often experience hypervisibility, where their every move is scrutinized. Right, and that's exactly how the world did it. Did Teaspoon? It didn't matter what Teaspoon did, right?
No.
And
No.
that could be a burnout to coach. That could be a burnout to coaches and stuff. Yet they feel lonely, invisible, as only racialized women in their organization. So imagine what they're facing behind closed doors of the stuff we don't know how they've been treated. We just only can imagine by the actions of what everybody is displaying on social media or what is written in these articles. Okay, so the recruitment methods are often closed or based on networks that favor white males. Athletic directors are predominantly white men. Once in roles, these coaches may face wage inequalities and fewer opportunities for promotion compared to their male or white female counterparts. Gender expectation. Female coaches often face double standards in how athletes or parents um, compl- compliments are handled. Additionally, there's a lack of structural support for motherhood, forcing many women to choose between career goals and starting a family. And I'm gonna say this: what I can say when it comes to whether it's the music world or the sports world, a lot of women like De'Erica Hamby, Skylar Diggins, you know, who have had children and they still manage to come back in and play the game. So we got to give kudos to those women for being able to do that because Skylar faced a lot and so did De'Erica,
Mhm.
or
Yeah.
whatever. And it's many more that face a lot of things for us being moms and stuff. Cheryl Swoops, face some stuff or whatever. Cheryl Swoops, she like, oof, she ain't no joke. But not saying the other ladies ain't no joke. But when I look at Cheryl, I be like, dang, Cheryl, Cheryl, I ain't playing with Cheryl. But yeah. So the burden of doubt, coaches frequently encounter doubt regarding who they want to hire or what they're going through at the time and stuff like that. So we can say that when it comes to some of the challenges that the black female coaches face, these are a number of reasons why. Can they break those barriers?
Yes.
Um, Yeah, it is. Key one. It is definitely going back to race. And that's with everything. Uh, whether it's sports or real life and stuff like that, it still is boiling down to that. Yes. Oh my gosh. Felicia Dane
Uh-oh. Y'all good? Can y'all hear me? 'Cause it looked like ADP thing cut out for a sec.
Jacob.
Yeah.
Uh oh. Uh oh. Let me hook headphones.
Okay. You
Jacob, you
good?
there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Let me see in my head. They are connected. 91% connected.
That's
Let
interesting.
me. Hey, Jacob.
Hello.
Uh,
Something happened. I don't know what happened.
Jacob, can you hear now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, let me make sure that I close everything. I don't know what happened. Oh my gosh, I don't know what happened. Okay, I guess it doesn't like my topic or something. Oh no, you know what it might be, Jacob? I probably got too many things open.
Yeah, that
Okay.
happened to me before.
Okay, so let me okay, we did the difference between we did the difference, right?
Yes.
Okay. We did the challenges, right?
You were about to go into the double standards.
Oh, that was the end. Okay. So the double standards was the let me turn myself down. That was the end of that part. So okay, so we answered the first two questions. So let me get to Donna posted some. We're gonna get to what Donna said down here. Okay, so Donna said challenges, different standards, lack of support, bias, even though 60% black lead undervalue and use their coaching talent and move on to the next. Ethics and racial. Yeah, and it's getting really, really bad. Like they're not even trying to hide it. What's so crazy?
No, I think people even said they're not even trying to hide it, but by the way they're hiring the new coaches, whether it's black or white.
Yeah, and you remember with Lisa Leslie, like she was devastated. She was like, how in the world? And it's not bad. It's not even like you said. It does, like Donna said, it does go back to those the challenges and racial and everything because it doesn't matter how much if that black coach coming there, she wants to coach that team. It doesn't matter about her accolades, her achievements, her accomplishment. It's the fact that she is a phenomenal black woman coming up there in there and she's confident in herself and she just want to be able to coach different teams or whatever.
Hmm.
So so how does black it says how does black women leadership role challenge traditional power in sports?
ADP, we can't see the screen. We can't see the screen. I can hear you and I can see your screen, but I can't see the topic on the screen.
You can't see the topic?
No, I can't see the. I can't see the article. It's like a big.
Oh, okay, okay. This one is not an art. This one is not an article. That's a question I'm asking. But I'm gonna put
Oh,
this. I'm gonna put this article back up there. But it's so small. But I'm gonna put it up there because this article I wanted to read from because it's talking about the the percentage and everything for as the WNBA. So okay, let me put that back up there so I can have it. Let me okay. Let's see. See how it's in our little circle. I probably could make it big down at the bottom where we're not at and stuff like that. But yeah, so how does Black women leadership role challenge traditional power in sports? That's where we at. So how do you feel like their leadership challenges traditional power in sports, Jacob? From what you've seen for us, like the WNBA and the NCAA. You can give examples too, if
can
you want
you
to.
can you repeat the question so I can fully understand what you're saying? Sorry.
Yes, yes, I can. How does black women leadership role challenge traditional power in sports? So how does black women coaches their leadership role? How is it a challenge to what it seems to be traditional,
I
like a threat? How do you feel?
I
You
don't.
know, um, do you feel like it's a threat when it comes to black female coaches in sports, whether it's NCAA, whether it's basketball, whatever coaching position they have? Because some could be have been like teaspoon assistant coaches or whatever, on NBA teams. So it really it varies, but it all equals up to the same thing.
they're scared of but I think they're scared of I think they're scared of woman coaches in general, specifically black the WNBA. I feel like they are scared of them in general because it's like they don't want them to like outsmart like be better than them in coaching and
Okay, I
stuff
see.
like that.
Jacob, you start. Go ahead, cook. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. I can.
That's it. That's it. I don't have that much else to say on that, but I feel like that's always been like that in
Mm-hmm.
sports because like I'm talking about like women like in general. You're talking about specifically black, but which I can go there too. But in general, it's because you don't see it in the NBA, but all of a sudden like you're seeing all these new male head coaches in the WNBA when there's like qualified candidates for the WNBA coaches. For example, who she's on the Chicago Sky. She was on the Sky's staff. Reina Wakama or something. I forgot her. I don't know how to say her name. She was an assistant coach. She's the Nigerian coach for them. I gotta check real quick.
Okay. So while you're checking on that, I'm gonna list some reasons why. Okay, and then let me know when you're ready.
Yeah.
And we could just combine it with what I'm saying. Okay, so guys, black women in sports leadership challenge traditional power by disrupting the old boys club, the historical dominant elite sports governing bodies. Their presence forces reevaluation of who is deemed suitable for leadership in a space traditionally perceived as masculine, challenging deep seated um, ideologies of sexism and racism. Black women leaders actively challenge the status quo through various systemic and cultural shifts. Governing boards, they often lack the diversity of athletes they rule over, leading a traditional school of thought where leaders do not question one another. Black women bring fresh, diverse perspectives. They are revolutionizing the sports landscape to be more inclusive. Okay, establishing new leadership models. Leaders like Kim Davis, Cynthia Marshall from the former Dallas Mavericks CEO have set new standards in the professional leagues using their platforms to champion diversity and open doors for future generations. Black women athletes and leaders have historically showcased change strategies such as athlete activism. They are later adopted by others. For instance, Serena Williams has leveraged her global icon status to advocate for gender and racial pay equality. Women in sports leadership often bring unique strengths like collaboration, empathy, and holistic view of success, which translate into stronger team dynamics and exclusive cultures. Black women leaders navigate a unique set of obstacles that their white or male counterparts do not face, fundamentally challenging how fitness for leadership is measured. They must negotiate their identities at the intersection of race and gender, often face, and systemic exclusions in hiring practices. Overcoming stereotypes. Black women frequently face pressure to conform to the dominant institutional norms and must overcome negative stereotypes, such as being perceived as angry or loud, which can hinder career advancement. History makers are claiming space in historical unwelcoming sectors such as Tia Norfleet, first black woman licensed for NASCAR, and Autumn Lockwood, the first black woman to coach in a Super Bowl. Creating pathways of future leadership. Beyond the individual roles, black women in leadership challenges the traditional power by institutionalizing support system for others. Black Women in Sport Foundation, BWSF, was founded by women like Tina Sloan Green and Nikki Frankie to create a place and space for Black women in opposition to historical racism and sexism. Black women are currently leading many of new athletic diversity and inclusion officer ADIO positions in NCAA Divisions One, tasked with formalizing DEI aims within athletic departments. Groundbreaking opponents such as Sandra Douglas Morgan as the president of the Las Vegas Raiders, Sheila Johnson as the first Black woman to own a major professional sports franchise, represent a shift from participants to decision makers who shape the industry's future. So you see, with this research, because all I'm doing is Googling my questions or whatever in here so that we can get the total breakdown of what is going on. What are they saying? We can get a little bit of the percentage. It's not just about the WNBA. They're giving us different aspects across the whole board when it comes to Black female coaches. So, Jacob, yes, it does go back to one of your points where you said you were saying that they kind of so much as saying they feel threatened when it comes to female coaches, period. And it does change the norm because from some ways believe like put up or shut up, the woman should stay in the house, she shouldn't be doing sports, she shouldn't do this, that, and the third. Well, that's not happening. That's not happening this day and time. Some may may choose to do that or whatever, and I'm quite sure they're great at it, but they don't have to. They have options. Put it like that. They do have options if they want to, get out there and express themselves and and be a part of the different worlds. Who said, Jacob? You say I'm delusional?
No, bro, Claude, look what he said. He said he's talking about the Angel Reese coming back to the sky. He's broke the Angel Reese fans.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, it's gonna be all right. If she comes, when it comes to Angel Reese, I'm just looking at her accomplishment and I'm proud of her. And like I said before, we don't know what the future holds. All we can just do is what I'm saying, like just pray for the best with everything, or whatever and stuff. So okay, so we hit that on the nose. Who are you looking up? What were you looking up, Jacob?
Oh, I have it right. Actually, I have it right here. I never took it off of Google. Let me see it here. The coach I was talking about is Reina Wakama. She's the Nigerian coach.
Okay.
And going back to the point of like, oh, she's an assistant coach. She's a Black assistant coach, and there's a bunch of coaches that are probably like worse than her because apparently, from what I heard, is that she won a bunch of championships with Nigeria and stuff like that, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I can keep.
Yeah. It's just crazy all across the board when it comes to a lot of the things that the Black women coaches face. I do want to talk about the pay. We're going to talk about the pay, and then we're going to talk about the pay. Let's do the WNBA. Let's do the article first with the WNBA Black coaches turnover. Then
Okay.
We'll talk about the pay, and then you can look this up, which I already know. Who's the top paid Black coach for as the NCAA? Well, top Black coach period to get paid. I have her salary. Because what happened was when I looked for the different sports, a lot of Black coaches' salaries are not displayed, but they give you kind of like an average. And the two that they were listing was Teaspoon and Natalie from the Valks as being game changers. So I don't know what their exact pay was, but you looking at between the 500,000 to $1 million. And that's not including bonuses, but we'll get into a little bit of that or whatever. So let's get into this article, guys, where It's talking about the turnover of the WNBA black coaches or whatever. This article is by Erica. Shout out to Erica, guys. Make sure you go check this article out. It's on CBSSports.com, WNBA News, WNBA No Black Women Head Coaches, NBA Experience Trend. You just key it in. You really could just key in anything dealing with, black coaches feeling threatened or are threatening to the sports world. Okay, so she did this year, November 26th. Her title is as the WNBA growth continues to skyrocket. Black women head coaches are missing from the sidelines. For just the third time in WNBA history, there are no black women serving as head coaches. Right, as you can see. Oh, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can. Let me see if. I don't think I can make it any. I'm trying, guys.
You good?
Is that blocking you, Jacob? No. Right. Let's
No.
take it down. I'm gonna take it down a little, and let's see if we can stretch it a little bit. Okay, guys. I think I got it. It's a little bit where you guys can see it. Oh, we got something by Donna. Donna said, Black females empower demand equality, leadership with a different take on winning culture and a used to be white male dominant one wave of coaching. Black females, um, is that is that um uh I can't I don't know what that word I can't see Donna. Okay, but nurturing coaching spirit. Sorry, Donna, I cannot. I had to squinch my eyes, girl. Don't mind me. Um, But yeah, so yeah, Donna, pretty much that's what it's boiling down to. It's just so crazy that we still, before, yes, we had to deal with it in the sports world, but now it's getting ridiculous. Like, it's just like they don't care. Now, all of a sudden, it's always been money over people, but now they're not hiding it. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? They just doing it from the open spaces. They're using social media to carry this on. And these women have to continue to fight to make a name for themselves. And, also with them, they have to not depend on social media, but social media actually helps them from the, what I'm saying, from the Twitter to the TikTok to the YouTube to whatever to say, hey, these coaches not like this. They actually got some skills, or take them through their history of coaching. You know, yes, you may have coaches years where you have slumps and stuff like that, but that doesn't make you a bad, what I'm saying, a bad coach. Because if you get the fair opportunity and the help, because if they sometimes when they see you doing good, they'll bring you in some, even though they be like, oh, this person get to choose this person, they'll recommend you some help when they know that person is not gonna help you at all um, with that team, right? Okay, so let's tap into this article, guys, where okay, she starts off, she talks about the WNBA in the midst of the cycle of coaching. Since the end of the 2023 season, 13 of now 15 WNBA franchises have hired a new head coach. 8 of those jobs have gone to men. Only 2 have gone to former WNBA players, and zero have gone to black women. In 2025, Noelle Quinn was one of the 4 former WNBA players to serve as a head coach and the lone black female coach, with Seattle Storm choosing not to renew Quinn's contract. No black woman is currently a head coach of a WNBA team, bearing a drastic offseason shakeup that will be the case of the start of 2026 season. That will make up 2026 just the third season in WNBA history to tip off without a black woman at the helm, joining 2006 and 2020, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she goes on, she talks about Natalie. Natalie is the head coach second season for Golden State. And Sonia Roman is the newly hired Seattle Storm coach, are both women of Asian descent. The absence of black women coaches in a league where black women account for over half the player pool is jarring. When you look at, she said, when you look at 63.8% of the players identifying as black or African American, and you don't have that reflected in the coaching staff, there's an issue, there's a problem. We need to talk now. So check that out too, because you can always go back and you know what I'm saying, and research your history on this, guys, because it's so worldwide. It's so much information out there when it comes to black female coaches. And let me tell you something: if it wasn't a problem, we wouldn't be able to easily find articles, easily see it on social media of what is going down when it comes to black women coaches, right?
Mhm.
So she also goes into the changing on and off the court. Let me say this: I am so proud of Unrivaled. You can say what you want to say about Unrivaled. You know why Unrivaled would be one of what they already are to me in my book, one of the best. And they just started, and I say that because it's not about money over people. It's about everything and appreciating the players and the coaches. When they what they did for Teresa Weatherspoon, when the Chicago Sky did what they did, look, guys, everybody could see Teaspoon was hurt. And mental health means more to me than a person getting on the floor or trying to coach and they got so much on their mind where they can't even identify with their players. So when they did that with Teaspoon, because you know not everybody has that fight in them, you know what I'm saying. But with Unrivaled, they kind of make them they met them halfway. You got Teaspoon this year. You got Noel. You got what's that girl named Jacob from the Sky? Rena. You got Rena.
Reno Palmer, yes.
You got two oh gosh. Guys, I'm so sorry. I forgot the other two coaches, but you have two more coaches. So I think Rival has a total of five black women coaches. That's a
Tanisha Wright
blessing.
and Noel Quinn are the other two coaches you're referring to, ADP.
Tanisha Wright is on. Tanisha Wright ain't on. Who
They
who
both are.
else is it? Who the other two, Jacob?
Tanisha
Who are
Wright
the no?
and
Oh, Tanisha Wright up there too.
yeah, you're referring to the
Okay,
black
okay,
coaches, yeah.
okay. For Unrivaled.
Oh, you're talking about on Rock, yeah.
Yeah, I know that Rena Teaspoon. We know Nola. We know Nola back. We know Noel Quinn is coming in. That's what I'm saying, Jacob. Sometimes what we see as them acting up as coaches is because they tired and they need to move around, need a different atmosphere. A lot of times that's in the corporate world and how they do things. That's how they do. They'll move them to another store or they'll move them around. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So I think that's probably what Noel Quinn, just like a change of scenery. Maybe we don't know behind closed doors what everything that went down with that or whatever. But I'm happy about it. As the league continues to grow and evolve, why does it seem like retired players, especially black women who make up the majority of the league, are being left behind? Um, the WNBA, she goes on to say, WNBA is changing on and off the court. Now, guys, okay, we'll tap into that in a minute. I want to tap into something about Becky, but I'm gonna wait until we talk about the pay and everything or whatever. So the business changes in nearly 30-year league are contributing to the drastic coaching turnover as college stars like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese Paige Becker's transition into pro game. With them comes more viewership, attendance, media coverage on the court. We know all about that. Um, So yeah, so they're replacing. So Liberty now has a male replacing starting to replace most of the female coaches anyway, but majority of the black women coaches are no longer there as far as head coaching positions or whatever. So additionally, WNBA expanded to 18 teams by 2030 means there will be more head coaching roles available. So we're gonna see when that time comes who will be available to be coaches or whatever. Are we still gonna keep experiencing this type of diversity? I mean, this type of not diversity, but this type of division between the black coaches and other races. You know, that is yet to be known because now players and everybody are starting to fight back. So we may see a difference in that. Um, it's definitely a major issue. We know they said okay, and she also talks about Becky Hammond in here. So, but I have Becky Hammond for something else. But she said while Hammond was just the second woman to be an assistant coach in the WNBA, she was far from the last. By 2020, 11 women were actively serving as NBA assistant coaches. Many of those were black women. But quietly, in the past couple of years, the number of women on the sidelines in the NBA has decreased. So it's not just the WNBA. This is having to do with all sports, as far as women, black women coaches.
Yes.
Because you tapping into the NBA. Let's see what So Noel Quinn said, I think it's powerful that there are five black women leading. There are five black women head coaches in Unrivaled League. It's not by accident. I believe it's intentional, Quinn said during the Unrivaled media availability this week. So she, Noel Quinn, so okay, here it goes. It's Quinn, Rena, Ronika Hodges, um, Teresa Weatherspoon, and Nola Henry are our five black coaches for Unrivaled. And so Teaspoon returns to Unrivaled. Of course, we all already know that. So I'm gonna be watching Unrivaled, of course, because I love what Unrivaled stands for, and that is that the players are human. They're not just money, and they treat them right. They can bring their kids. It's just so much that Unrivaled has. Like it's just a blessing where the players can still play and and still enjoy themselves and still have a place for their children. What Donna say? Donna said, this new wave of NBA assistant male coaches taking over black female spots in the WNBA is leaning to position less positions, give the certificated black females equal chance to get paid. Yeah, Donna. So you know what's next? I'm not saying, okay, this is what I feel is next, Donna. Look, first, because you know this how stuff gets started. This is the real deal now. They're not taking this mess no more. So now, first, we're starting with the players, the WNBA players. How much you want to bet next is going to be the black coaches, the black female coaches? Watch, change is coming because as you see they're going to continue to do what they're doing unless the women come together and fight together. It's going to take them fighting together. It's going to take it, and at this point when they're fighting together, it's going to take all race to join together as a unity to fight for these black women coaches on the real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Becky Hammond. Yeah, she's the top paid WNBA coach or whatever. Let's talk about pay. We're gonna throw Becky in there. So since Becky got all this going on, Becky gonna. I know she stood up. She did stand up for Teaspoon. We need more than that. We need more than that. We watch what I tell you guys. It's first the players with this CBA, and then it's going to be the coaches, because regardless of who you put in position when it comes to the female coaching, when it comes to the WNBA, there's a difference when it comes to a woman's touch of the basketball court and a male's touch when it comes to that, because a lot of times um they can, they can relate to so much, and they just, look, I'm gonna say it. Black women are the most they are brilliant. Males are brilliant too, but they don't, I could see it that way, but not everybody sees it that way. You know what I'm saying? I see it as a way we could come together, but that's not how the world wants to see it. The world likes the division and like the authority to be with the male. Well, guess what? It no it, The game is changing. The woman is not sitting inside of a box. You're not going to dictate and tell her what she cannot and cannot do. They are going to continue to somehow change the game, whether they like it or not. But watch what I tell you, those coaches are coming next. Yes, Donna, they do carry the torch. They carry more than people realize behind closed doors. And it's a lot because, like some coaches, Jacob, they don't just have to face like, oh, I'm not being a good coach. Imagine what they got to face as just being black. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah.
overall with society. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. Change is coming because, like I said, when we come together, no matter what race you are, but when we come together for the rights of others, we win. And that's what it's going to take when it comes to our black female coaches, right? This is
Yeah.
why black female coaches are a threat. They are nonstop. They are phenomenal. Phenomenal. They are powerful women. They change the game. They are always two steps ahead. They're not playing checkers. They continue to play chess. Are they perfect? No. Will they make mistakes? Yeah. Will they have slump seasons? Of course.
Yes.
But they don't give them a fair enough chance. You can have somebody like Kevin. I ain't trying to put you out there, stuffing pants. I ain't trying to put you out there, but you can have somebody like Kevin Stuffing from the Browns, and Kevin Stuffing has been at the Browns how many years, and what
Uh,
kind of change? If that was a female coach, she would have been gone in that first year or two. There's a difference. There's a difference, and we will continue to see it until these coaches, no matter what sport you in, come together and fight for these black coaches. And I keep saying that because they're getting hit the most. Their pay is being reflected as so different. Okay, let's get into this. And they don't go into details talking about the pay. But guys, Becky Hammond is the top WNBA coach that is getting paid the most. They tap into talking about Teresa Weatherspoon and Natalie from the Valks, but they don't disclose their pay. A lot of time they're saying they don't disclose their exact pay, so you don't know exactly what they're making. But it's a big difference from what Becky Hammond is making. So you're looking at Teaspoon making 500,000 to a million per year, and then we don't know what type of bonuses her and Natalie may have, right?
yes.
You also tap into. Okay, so my question, Jacob, did you find out who is the top highest paid coach in the NCAA for black women coaches?
Um, I didn't look it up, but I'm guessing it's Dawn.
Correct. So, guys, Dawn Staley is the highest paid coach. Her total is 25.25 million over 5 years, 4 million annual salary, 500,000 signing bonus, and annual $250,000. Period. Listen, now our WNBA coaches can always go do college because you know college seem to pay more than the WNBA with the black female coaches. Even though you still see in the NCAA, you still see like gaps in that too. Dawn is the highest paid black female coach. in the NCAA. Oh, thank you, Donna. I appreciate it, girl. I got my super chat,
Yeah.
guys. Oh, Jacob, we ain't got no music.
Yes, ma'am. She's correct about that. Auntie be delusional about those commanders, but other than that, she's good. She's delusional about those commanders.
Hey, Tiffany and Cole. I'm delusional about them Panthers, but I'm good with this subject, huh? Well,
Yes.
no, look, they are the
Oh,
off. Look, the injuries in the off season. Look, I'm gonna accept it. Or whatever. It's okay because it's not our season this time. It might be the bear season. It might be the gummy bear season. I
you know
don't
what?
know
You know
because
what? That's happened because of a Brokaw because he's gonna be going crazy like.
listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. If you guys want to make it to further in the playoffs, if you guys want to make it to the Super Bowl, whoever is assisting Caleb with his anger management and keeping him focused to when he gets upset that his head doesn't get out the game, if y'all can continue to have that person, we're gonna see some great football and we're gonna see a difference. But listen, I don't know. Them Patriots looking kind of good.
They played
Um,
nobody though, Auntie. They played nobody.
who?
The Patriots. They played nobody. They played trash
Stop
teams.
look, y'all gotta get out your head. Stop. Y'all say cupcake teams. Y'all be saying, nobody. Every team is a team when they hit that floor. Look, are they gonna play better than the other teams? Maybe not, but every team is a team. Okay. So don't be trying to come at the Patriots, Stephon Diggs, because I'm a Carter B fan, so I gotta go with Stephon.
That's funny.
What can I say? You know what I'm saying? Connection there. But leave my commanders out of this. We don't play. I'm a ride or die. I've been riding with them all my life, and I'll
Hey,
continue
they
to ride
trying to
with them.
turn Jada into RG3 too. They're trying to turn him
No,
to
they ain't
RG.
trying to do. We ain't putting
Yes,
that
they
on.
are ADP. Stop it. They're trying to do that.
Jacob, let me tell you something. We're not gonna put that on JD5. JD5 is gonna be all right. We're not putting that. JD5 is a totally different person from RG3. Totally different. Totally different. That's okay. He had a slump season. Trust and believe he coming back. And when he come back, I don't want to hear all that rah rah noise about
I'm not gonna do that. I
JD5.
don't trust. I don't trust that training staff of your. That's it. I don't trust that training staff of
Oh,
yours. They keep sending him up
look,
there.
Jake. Look,
They
Jacob.
keep sending
I'm
him up
telling
there.
you now. Somebody getting up out of there. You hear me? Somebody getting up out of there because you should be able to still carry through games even if JD5 is out. And then who putting them plays in when my boy got hurt? Let me hush. That's another subject, guys, for another day. Because ADP don't play about her commanders, and I sure don't play about these black female coaches that we're talking about tonight. So I pray that I crossed every T and dotted every I when it comes to the black female coaches. But yeah, Don was at the top for being the top paid, and then only listens you would have after that for as like the WNBA. Becky Hammond was at the top, and then you had for as diversity with Teaspoon and Natalie. That's all they had, and they were not disclosing like the what they were making. But change is coming, just like change is coming in the WNBA with the CBA. Change is gonna come with these coaches too, because for Rival to realize that, and for Noelle Quinn to speak out, for Teaspoon to speak out, and just different women speaking out about how it is across the board. Lisa Leslie speaking out. Changes are coming, and I would have loved to see Lisa Leslie in the WNBA coaching the team. Why? Why do I say that? Because she constantly coaching it. She's constantly doing it anyway when it comes to Unrivaled, Angel Reese, and so many other players. This is something that she holds as a passion. She just didn't stop, even though she's doing other stuff. This is something that she feels a passion. Cheryl Swoops, I don't see Cheryl getting in back to, in coaching. I know she talked about it a little bit and stuff like that, but seeing how her she went off when everything happened with Teaspoon, I don't think she won't want to go that route. She went hard for Teaspoon. I can say that about Cheryl Swoops. But yes, guys, so I appreciate you guys coming in here. I look, Kason went to bed early, America. I got one teenager in there and my baby, my daughter. They got their new place or whatever. So my grandbaby will be here tomorrow. So she coming every week, guys. I know, and be FaceTiming me. She only 3 years old, and stuff like that. So the reason why I have to do weekends is because I have another senior on my hands, and we have so much stuff going on. We got his birthday next weekend. We got Christmas. We got graduation. We got prom. We got everything. So you know what ADP did? I said, God, you got it. And I called his dad with the list, and I am at peace. Okay. I throw out the ideas, daddy put the money down. That's how I go. less look, less on my nerves. I don't know if it's easier for when the boys graduate or the females because you got to get the gown, you got to get the hair. The boys can just go get a haircut and they good to go. But he's straight A's, guys, and you know how kids do when the holidays come, they got birthday and Christmas. Here he go. He want one thing. You know what he want, Jacob? $299.99. He wanted $300. He's a Lego builder too, and they have this Lego set for $299. So you know what he said, guys? He said, "Mom, how about you do 100? My dad do 100, and I do 100." I said, "This joker done said do the math." I said, "Okay, that's all I got to come up with for the whole time for the birthday and Christmas." I think we got to jump on to it, but you know what I'm saying? His daddy might do all that because I do all the other stuff. But anyways, guys, it's great that you guys join me. You know I love talking about my kids and my grandbaby and stuff like that. But thank you for showing up. Thank you, Jacob, for coming on the panel. As we talked about the Black female coaches, I will go live tomorrow. I don't know what time. I'll probably be on D Block tomorrow or Sunday. I will go live, but we're going to talk about another vet because we have not talked about a vet in a long time for us in our WNBA or whatever. And guys, a book to cuddle up with for the females, a book to cuddle up with, which I'll be dropping small videos. I have not had a chance to, is the A'ja Wilson Dear Black Girls. Get this book, guys, because this will explain why A'ja is the way that she, you know, how she carried herself and she's built up this confidence and stuff like this. This will kind of explain it to you guys in Dear Black Girl, because, and get ready, have a little tissue, have your boxing gloves on, because the first chapter you like, what, A'ja? She learned early through a birthday party, especially when it come to race. And you know, her parents this is just chapter 1, guys, where her parents are just the advice that they give A'ja at such a early age was just great for her at that time. And great show, ADP and Jacob. ADP. I'm catching on the playback. Yeah, Tiff, I think I did my thing on this one, Tiffy. And yeah, but guys, make sure you get cuddled up. You got the wood burning on the fireplace and everything. You want to snuggle up with the blanket and everything. Make sure y'all pick up that book. It's not a big thick book. I think it's about let me look. I think it's like 9 to 10 chapters or whatever, but it's definitely for the aunties, for all the queens and princesses. Definitely pick up this book, A'ja Wilson, Dear Black Girls. It's not boring at all. It's A'ja. You know how A'ja talk? This is how her book is going. Oh, you have something? What you? Sorry, Jacob. What's your last final thought, Jacob?
You good? Because I wanted to say this before you log out. So
okay.
So there's this girl that used to be on like the LSU staff from 2023, right? For the basketball team, and she was talking about, well, not like the basketball staff. Like I think she did like the photography for that stuff, but she had some interesting stuff about the LSU team that a lot of people don't know about. And I told her like to pull up to tonight's stream. She couldn't, but she said if you go live tomorrow or Sunday, she'd be able to pull up. So if it's okay with you, would she allowed to be on the stream tomorrow to talk about that stuff? If that's okay with you, after your
what
topic.
Did she want to pull up? Long as what she want to pull up, Jacob? You know, I'm LSU over here too. Now we don't play about no haterade over here. What she want to pull up?
She's the big LSU fan. Because she was talking about the LSU. She told me some interesting stuff about the 2023 team, like the hostile crowds and all that stuff, like the stuff that people don't know about. that they only know about. So it'd be interesting, like how the stories would be interesting, how she would explain it. I don't.
Is she was she a college student too? At
Yeah,
LSU?
at that time. At that time, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's always good to hear different perspectives. I don't mind. Jacob, just I'm not just like I don't tolerate no JD5 hateration like you gummy bears and gummy, because I'm going over Brookline Channel and I'm gonna gummy him out. Long as there's no hate on LSU,
No,
because LSU going for the chip, say what y'all want to say. But
she gets on
long
my,
as
she
no
gets on my ass for it.
LSU hate, I'm good to go. So no, I
Yeah,
don't mind, and thank you for asking. That
yeah.
shows a lot of respect, even though you be acting up in the chat. So guys, I want to thank Jacob for coming on. I know
Thank you for
we're
having me.
gonna have to touch bases back because Jacob got his team. I got to learn about. I got to learn about all these teams, all the crooks, and all them. Like I'm studying, guys. But thank you for joining me tonight on this live. I'm glad that I'm able to come a little early versus D Block, but tomorrow or Sunday I will be on D Block. And then during the week, probably starting Tuesday, when Kason goes to his OT and speech, it's like an hour and 30-minute gap that I have because he's doing speech for 30 and then OT for an hour. So I may start going live for like an hour on Tuesdays, but it's going to be around 1:32. Yeah, 1:30 because he got OT 1:30 to 2:30, and he has speech at 1. So I may do 1 to 2 or something like that. Probably 1 to 2. But I will keep you guys posted when I post stuff. Um, I'm trying to get everything in before the holidays, so I'm gonna have to do it like a Christmas special before the holidays because next Sunday is my son's birthday. So I don't know if I'm gonna run out of time to get that one piece cake made. Guys, if you know somebody can do a quick one piece birthday cake, that would be nice. This will be his second one. He's turning 18 or whatever. Oh, many college lady teams. I know. I got it, Donna. It's so good this year with the NCAA women basketball. I don't even know where to start. I know I'm checking out Olivia Mouse, Adia Crooks. I like that girl. What's her name? Jacob Stelky. What's her name from
From
Iowa?
what? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Are you talking about the black lady? Are you talking about her?
No, the basketball player, Stelky.
Oh, okay. That's why I said that. Hannah Stolke.
Yeah, I'm looking at like each team. So like I'm gonna learn from everybody, each team who to go by. But yeah, guys, catch me on the next one. Catch me tomorrow or Sunday on D Block. We can ready to roll over there to Bro Cloud while he crash out and everything, talking about he told us so about Angel and all that stuff. But change is coming. Even though it seems like that in the atmosphere, we don't know what's gonna go down as stuff goes forward because we don't know what kind of negotiations they did. We don't know what's what. All I care about is Angel and Camilla being happy, and I don't want to see them go through another season like they did this year. And we don't know when the NBA season gonna start anyway with this lockout on the way. And so we'll see. Guys, have fun. I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you, Jacob. I will see you in Brooklyn's chat if you're coming over to crash out too. I will see you over there. And guys, don't forget, support all our channels. Cut the Ish, Real Talk, Steady Server Entertainment, Simply Ball Dropping, Tony Court Vision with So Pretty Tony.
Hey, Crap, where you at?
don't be messing with K-Sap.
No, he lost to the Bears. He lost to the Bears. So I want to see him.
And guys, say happy birthday to Miss D's mom. She turned 70 today. Elle is doing her thing. So hopefully we'll get to. Oh, you know what? Okay, guys, I'm gonna see if we could do a ladies' night. I'm gonna see if I can ask Keisha Elle now. If that could be part of my Christmas present that we do a live before Christmas, but I don't make no promises. I don't know, guys. But okay, guys, I'll see you, Jacob. Okay, thank you so much for coming up here. I really appreciate it.
Possible guest tomorrow if ADP goes live tomorrow. Possible. I just let her know.
Okay.
Maybe there's a possibility. All right.
Yeah. Either way, if I do Saturday, if I do Saturday D Block or Sunday, but I'll keep you posted. I'll do a thumbnail or you'll see it on one of my posts. Hey, I'm going live tonight on D Block. I don't know if y'all see the poster stuff pop up, Jake. You do? Okay.
Yeah, I saw it.
All right. Okay. So I'll shoot a post out if I go live on D Block tomorrow or if I go live on D Block Sunday. Okay. All right. Thank you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.
Peace.